Hi, I'm Luke. Today on Out of Darts, I'm going to show you a new way that I figured out how to load rival magazines. I love rival, and it's no secret that that is probably my favorite ammunition type, but these mags and all mags have a big downside, and that is loading them. Even though these have no directionality to them and you simply shove them inside, they are still a substantial amount of work to sit here and load. Darts are, of course, a lot worse. They take a lot more time because they have to be in a certain direction and you have to be pretty careful about putting them in. Now, a lot of us have used these on the ground where you can simply push one ball in at a time, and that's a relatively good method, but it doesn't really work when there's dirt, grass, or other contaminants that might get into your magazine and jam your blaster. Now, I can't take any credit for this idea that I'm going to show you because my 16-month-old daughter was the one that figured this out. She has recently taken to loading magazines full for me so I can test them and run them through the mag well that I'm testing for another blaster. And she actually can load them one at a time, shove them through. And I happen to have this container, which is a proton pack that I'm in the middle of making. So you can see I've got a hole cut here. The other end is just the lid. Now, she happened to be sitting here playing with this and had an empty mag and was just pushing this idly up and down. And as you can see, I've got balls coming inside the magazine. And I took the magazine out of her hand and I was like, Hazel, you loaded 4 balls. And pretty soon I realized, really easy loading. Not only can you load one magazine, but I've also found you can do several at a time. Let's try 3. And there we've got fully loaded mags. Now I am not going to few around on the ground, but I think with a custom cut hole, this would work really well. Now, I've never figured this out before because I've always got a bin shaped more like this, where you don't have enough volume. When you push the mag down, it simply pushes the balls away. But this container, which is about 6 by 10, has enough holding power to keep the balls together so that when you want to load one of these, this is a 12-round mag, usually 10 to 12 presses will get it fully loaded. That was 8, and we're at 12, so that's pretty efficient. So now what I thought we would do is, let's see how fast I can load this compared to loading by hand. So I'm going to do a little side-by-side here, and we'll do this in real time. I haven't practiced this very much because I only figured this out last night while playing with my daughter. And so I'll do a little race against myself. So I've got 6 mags here. I'm going to load 6 mags as fast as I can, and I'll put a timer up on the screen, and then I will do it again, but you'll see it simultaneously with loading 3 at a time in the bucket method. Let's give it a shot here. So I'm going to make this kind of convenient. I'm going to put a bunch in this loose bin. I've got my 6 mags. This is the normal attempt. I want this to be as efficient as possible, so I'm going to kind of be doing 2 or 3 at a time, shoving in here, and I like to use my pointer finger. That's the method I've always used. So 3, 2, 1, go. Number 5. And done. That's 6 mags. So that's about as fast as I could load them. I think maybe if I was sitting down on the floor, I could shave a few seconds off that, but that's about as good as it gets as far as I'm concerned. So as you can see, This method is really, really fast, and I have tried, you can do more than 3, depending on your hole opening. You could do 5 or 6, and you can just sit there and load them really, really quickly. I've been working on an auto loader, which uses the Jupiter Magwell and a gear motor to push the balls up here along with the proton pack, but this is so quick and costs nothing. Now, the one disclaimer I will make is that I don't think this is going to work very well if you don't have a fairly large number of the balls themselves. I have yet to try this like in a smaller container, but I think this size seems pretty decent, and I've got about I don't know what that is, maybe an 8-inch stack of rival balls in there, and it works really, really well. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of this loading system and whether you would try it yourself in the comments. I love doing anything I can to find more ways to spend more time flinging foam and less time picking it up and loading it, and this is definitely going to be my go-to loading method from now on. Until next time, I'm out of darts.